name is Patricia Thomas, and I'm here to talk about an individual who greatly influenced experimental psychology in his own very way. If you want to learn about him, come along with me. So now we're going to talk about René Descartes. Now, René Descartes was a 17th century French mathematician and philosopher. He was considered a major figure of the scientific revolution of his time. Now, he developed various key ideas, but his major concern was developing a philosophy of self-assurance. Now, though he created like a lot of key ideas actually, but we're just going to look at two major ideas that greatly influenced experimental psychology. One, we have dualism, mind-body distinction. Now, what is dualism? Dualism is the distinction between the mind or the mental and the body or the physical. Now, he stated that the mind, which he described as a thinking, non-extended thing, is completely different from the body, which he described as a non-thinking, extended thing. Now, he explained further, saying that the body, by extension animals, exhibit characters that are similar with machines. So how can a machine interact with something that only has thoughts, being the mind? Now this created a lot of arguments, saying that how could he say the mind and the body are not connected or don't work out? But he further explained it, say in a way that made them understood what he was trying to say. Now this brought up a lot of arguments, but he further explained, saying that he only meant that these two things can literally function without the other if God allowed it. So that's just what he said, try to settle down the argument. We're going to talk about the second key idea, methodic doubt. Now, what does methodic doubt mean? In Cartesian philosophy, methodic doubt means searching for certainty by systematically, though tentatively, doubting everything. Yes, everything. Now, if a way can be found to doubt any truth, of any statement, that statement and any other statement related to it can be set aside as debatable. Though that does not mean you should consider them false or that they are not true. It's just that you can say that there's something wrong with this statement somewhere. So now, methodic doubt now was used by René Descartes a lot in the 17th century. He believed that he wanted to find that certainty, that truth, that fact that could not be disputed. He was looking for it, but he could not rely on empirism because of illusions and other things. He could not rely on tradition because government had the law enforcement had issues with it. There's so many things, and mathematics, and he could not rely on mathematics because why? People make mistakes. So René Descartes was looking for something that could just bring out that certainty. So that's when he proposed an all-powerful demon that has come to deceive man, on telling man that on the truth of the world, telling man that he does not exist, that maybe there's another planet somewhere else and everything. Now, what did this all-powerful demon will help in this situation? Now, he said that if an all-powerful demon now were to come and deceive him that he did not exist, he would have to exist to even think that an all-powerful demon was deceiving him. That's when the popular statement cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am, was created. So I believe I think therefore I am. Now this statement is just trying to say that if I'm able to think that an all-powerful demon is trying to deceive me that I am real when I am not real, it's not that I am actually real if I'm able to think. So that was what he was trying to explain with that all-powerful demon thesis. Now, René Descartes now has developed so many other key ideas, but these key ideas were something that charged psychologists to be able to want to do more, to be able to research more, to think about whether they have been limited in the way they've been researching things. For example, now when he talked about the mind and the body, when he separated the mind from the body, psychologists were like, oh really, can I really search the mind and think about things like this? So that's how he influenced Wundt, Hermann Helmholtz. He influenced all of them in a way that made them want to research more about the mind and the body. So I hope with this few points, just these little points, I'll be able to help you understand how René Descartes, a 17th century mathematician, was able to influence experimental psychology of this day. Thank you.